3 Days to Kill is a 2014 French-American action thriller film directed by McG and written by Luc Besson and Hasak. The film stars Kevin Costner, Amber Heard, Hailee Steinfeld, Connie Nielsen, Sammel, and Eriq Ebouaney. The film was released on February 21, 2014. Plot: experienced CIA agent Ethan Renner works with a team to capture the albino, lieutenant to an arms trafficker called the Wolf, as he is selling a dirty bomb to some terrorists. The albino deduces the trap when he recognizes one of the agents, whom he kills. Renner is able to cripple the albino by shooting him in the leg, but not capture him. Meanwhile, elite CIA assassin Vivi DeLay, who has been personally assigned by the director to kill the Wolf, monitors the operation and notices Renner has unknowingly seen the Wolf. Renner is nearly disabled by an extreme cough, which is diagnosed as terminal brain cancer which has spread to his lungs. He is given only a few months to live, and will not see the next Christmas. For decades he has kept his dangerous career a carefully guarded secret from his wife Christine and daughter Zoe, at the cost of losing them. He decides to spend his remaining time trying to fix his relationship with his estranged daughter, and if possible, his ex-wife. He returns to Paris, where he and his family live separately, to find the African family of Jules is squatting in his apartment. He is told by the government that he is not permitted to evict indigent squatters until after the winter. He makes an awkward reconnection with Christine and Zoe, and tells Christine of his terminal illness. She allows him to reconnect with Zoe, and when she has to go out of the country on business, she is forced to let him look after Zoe. Vivi recruits him to find and kill the Wolf, in exchange for an experimental drug that could extend his life significantly. Renner reluctantly accepts, to get more time with his family. Vivi tells him the way to trap the Wolf is by getting the albino, in turn by getting his accountant, in turn by kidnapping the gang's limousine driver. All the while Renner is fighting the hallucinogenic effect of the medicine. His heart rate goes too high, which he can control only by consuming alcohol. He must also deal with Zoe's school problems, including her habit of lying so she can sneak out partying. He manages to keep her out of trouble, and slowly re-establishes a father relationship with her, which impresses his wife. He tracks the Wolf and the albino into the subway, but they gain the upper hand when he is disabled by the hallucinations. The albino attempts to kill him by pushing him in front of an oncoming train, but Renner manages to push the albino on the track instead. The Wolf escapes. The family is invited to a party thrown by Zoe's boyfriend's father, who happens to be the Wolf's business partner. Renner manages to protect Christine and Zoe when the Wolf's men start shooting. He kills them all. While the Wolf is trapped in an elevator, Renner breaks the cable, causing it to crash to the basement floor. The Wolf crawls out wounded, but Renner is again disabled and drops his gun where the Wolf can get it. Vivi kicks the gun back to Renner, telling him to finish the job and kill the Wolf, but he decides not to, because I promised my wife I'd quit. Vivi then kills the Wolf. At last retired, Renner survives to Christmas, which he is spending at a beach house with Zoe and Christine. He discovers a small, red-wrapped gift package, which contains another vial of the cancer medicine. Vivi is seen on a hill behind the house smiling as Renner opens the package. Cast: Kevin Costner as Ethan Renner, Amber Heard as Vivi DeLay, one of the CIA's elite assassins, Hailee Steinfeld as Zoe Renner, Ethan's estranged 16-year-old daughter, Connie Nielsen as Christine Renner, Ethan's ex-wife, Richard Sammel as the Wolf, arms trafficker, Eriq Ebouaney as Jules, an African man whose family squats in Ethan's apartment, Tar-Cubed Maslimark as the albino, the Wolf's lieutenant, Raymond J. Barry as the CIA director, Jonathan Barbetzer as Louis, Jonas Blockett as Hugh, Zoe's boyfriend, Rupert Wynne James as Hugh's father, who happens to be Wolf's partner, Philippe Renaud as young agent, Eriq. Suppliers invite, production. On August 7, 2012 Deadline reported that Kevin Costner had been offered the role of Ethan Renner, a government assassin in the McG-directed film. The film, set in France, was scripted by Luc Besson and Hasak, with EuropaCorp having produced while Relativity Media has North American rights. On October 2, 2012, it was confirmed that actor Costner had closed the deal to star as lead in the film. On November 29, 2012, Hailee Steinfeld joined the cast of the film as female lead, and the film began production in early 2013. On December 13, Amber Heard also joined the cast. Later, on January 7, 2013, Connie Nielsen was added to the cast. Filming: on January 7, 2013, crews were filming scenes in Paris and Belgrade, and shooting wrapped in April. Some scenes in Paris were filmed in the studios and in the central nave of the Cité Copyright du Ciné Copyright Ma, founded by Luc Besson in St. Denis. Scenes in Belgrade were filmed in front of Hotel Yugoslavia. Release: on January 31, 2013, photos from the set of the film were released. In November 2013, stills from the film were released. On December 17, 2013, the studio released the first trailer and the poster for the film. On January 30, 2014, Relativity released a new Super Bowl 2014 spot. On May 28, 2013, Relativity set a release date of February 14, 2014 for the film. Later, on October 30, the film's date was shifted back a week, to February 21, 2014. Critical response: 3 Days to Kill has received negative reviews from critics. Rotten Tomatoes gives the film a score of 29% based on 107 reviews, with an average rating of 4.4 out of 10. The site's consensus states, 3 Days to Kill uneasily mixes technically accomplished action sequences with an underdeveloped family conflict. Box office: 3 Days to Kill grossed $12,242,218 in its opening weekend, finishing in second place behind The Lego Movie. As of April 15, 2014, 3 Days to Kill has grossed a domestic total of $30,628,310 and a foreign total of $5.5 million, bringing its total gross to $36,128,310. References. External links: 3 Days to Kill at the Internet Movie Database, 3 Days to Kill at Box Office Mojo, 3 Days to Kill at Rotten Tomatoes, 3 Days to Kill at Metacritic.